Hi, this is Libby Hickson making a video for Hero Arts. And I'm doing something I'm going to call bokeh stamping. I've been seeing this around different blogs and in magazines, and I just think it's such a fun idea I wanted to play with it myself. If you aren't familiar with the term bokeh, it's in photography and it literally means blur, and it's the goodness that can come from out of focus areas in a photo or from light sources kind of glistening in the in the background of a photo, and I think it's really beautiful. So I wanted to give this a try myself. So I'm using some Hero Arts products. I'm going to start with some neon blue ink dauber, and I'm just going to make dots. And just keep in mind those pictures I showed you. I meant to mention that picture I showed was just a Google search that I had done on the term bokeh in photography, and that's some of the images that came up. So you can do some research yourself if you want to have more inspiration. You could even copy some of it for a card. So next I'm going to use some Tide Pool ink, and this time I'm going to use a sponge dauber. The sponge dauber makes a circle that's almost exactly the same size as the ink dauber. And I love the ink daubers because they're so fun and they have the ink right in them and they're so easy to use. But the great thing about the sponge dauber is that you can just keep stamping off to get lighter and lighter ink on your paper, and it's kind of that same look that the bokeh does. That's, some of it's really vibrant and it just gets lighter and lighter as it fades out. So I'm going to add a little bit more with this Tide Pool, and I'm going to put something in the center of my card, so I just didn't even bother putting any dots in that area. Next I'm going to work with a little bit of the Mint Julep ink, and again I'm just going to take my sponge dauber and make some dots. I'm making the more solid ones towards the center, and then I'm kind of working out because the bokeh kind of fades as you go out. Sometimes. If you look at the photos, there's all different kinds of bokeh. You could try all kinds of things and have fun with it. Okay, and now I love how on some of the pictures when it's in the light, it's kind of like it's glistening almost. So I'm just going to add a little bit of diamond stickles, and I'm going to just focus on the blue dots from the ink dauber and just put sparkle on those particular dots just for fun. I can't get enough stickles, honestly. And if I sound a little funny in this video, I am nursing a very bad cold right now, so I sound funny to myself. I don't know how I'm going to come across on this video. But anyway, so I'm adding a little bit of the stickles. And now you can see, I'm going to hold it up so you can see the shimmer in those areas. It's really pretty. I'm going to set that aside and make my little sentiment to go in the center. I'm using one of the newer messages from the holiday catalog. It's called Joy of Christmas, and I'm just gonna ink it up and stamp it on some snow paper, and then I'm gonna actually die cut it. I'm gonna do that off camera. I'm not gonna move my Big Shot under the camera. That would just take too much work on my part. And as I said, I have a cold, so I'm taking the easy way out. But anyway, I'm using the Frame Cuts die called Classic and Ornate Frame, and I'm going to use that bottom one. I'm also going to add a little bit of these snowflake gems to the card, and I'm going to put it all on a Tide folded card. So here is my finished card, my fun bokeh technique. I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks. Bye.